Hey guys, here it is, the brand new Hangar 9 J3 Cub 10cc EP plug and play. I'm going to do a little flight demonstration for you of some scale-like Cub aerobatics, and then I'll try some higher energy aerobatics. First off, let's do a nice low photo pass, and there's just something about a Cub with wheel pants. Okay, let's set her up for a big lazy Cub style loop. Up and over the top, and let her coast down on the backside. Alright, let's set her up here for a nice lazy wing over. Very Cub-like. Alright, let's head back to the east end of the field here, and let's do another one, and let's kick her over to the right. So much fun. I'm only using about half throttle for most of this maneuvering. I did add a little more for the loop, but really not using a lot of throttle for any of this. Alright, here we go into a nice barrel roll, 1G barrel roll. And it's just as easy as that. Alright, let's bring her around here in the landing pattern. I'm going to do a little slip to landing on this one here. Once I get around the corner here, turn to final, I'm going to kick in a little bit of right rudder, hold the nose into the wind a little bit, hold that out, drop her on all three. Just as nice as that. One thing you will notice that the J3 Cub is definitely a rudder airplane. I'm having to steer the nose around with rudder on most of these turns. And you wouldn't know it, but I've got about a 10-mile-an-hour crosswind as we look here left to right, but the J3 Cub handles it so nice. Now that I've done some scale aerobatics with it, I'm going to wring it out a little bit more here and see what it really will do. And of course, first up is the mandatory 4-point roll, and I'm a little slow right there, so it kind of wallowed out on that last point, but it'll do it better than that. I was just a little sloppy. Now let's try an avalanche. Let's see what she'll do. Little outside snap at the top. Takes a little bit of work to swing that big wing around, but she handled it just fine. Even though the airfoil on the Cub is primarily flat bottom, it actually requires very little down elevator to maintain inverted flight. In fact, it is very much at home inverted, as can be seen by this nice low inverted pass. Here's a quick demonstration of the stock roll rate as it comes out of the box. In fact, all control surfaces are stock as they come out of the box, with the control rods in the center hole of the control surface horn. I'm also using about 50% Expo on all control surfaces, but that's primarily because I like things a little softer around center with my twitchy thumbs. Okay, let's gain a little bit of altitude and I'll do a little spin demonstration for you. We'll get it up here at a nice safe height. Alright, we will kick it over into traditional spin, but now I'm going to add opposite aileron and throttle and kick it into a flat spin, and then release those controls and back out of it again. Very manageable, very controllable in the spin attitude. The Hangar 9 J3 Cub has a generous amount of rudder authority, as seen here as I bring her around in a high alpha knife edge circle. So as you can see, the Hangar 9 J3 Cub is as happy doing slow scale type aerobatics or more high energy aerobatics. And let's set up for a snap roll, and let's swing those wings around, and while it's not as crisp as an extra 300, I think it looks pretty cool. Okay, so that was my timer, so let's bring her in for one last landing here, get her steady, chop the throttle, hold that nose up, and let's do a nice three-pointer, just like that. So there you have it, the Hangar 9 J3 Cub 10cc ARF.